Still don't reckon I'm fucking live, man. Transfer your old life. Fuck's sake, man. Am I live? Am I live? Yes! Touch. I didn't think I was going to get live for that. Now what's going on? Now my fucking stream stopped. For the Chelsea Spurs game, what is going on? But I'm live. Live and direct. Can everyone hear me? Are we in the building? Yes, what a touch. Do me a favour, people. Like the stream and share the stream, do all that. I'm going to start getting round to questions very, very quickly and not just questions, getting round to interacting with everyone. But for the second, I need to get this stream up and working, as in the stream that I'm watching the game on Now TV. Chelsea against Spurs. Why'd they muted this? Unmute it. I don't want it muted. God's sake, man, this is all such an effort. Give me 1 second, people, I'm going to get you. I've been looking forward to speaking to you. I just want to get this going on there. Where can I even stick this now? That could kind of go in there. Does that just about fit? No, then the camera's in the way. Could it just about squeeze on there? No, the camera's in the way. It can go on there for sure. Yeah, there's nothing I need there, is there? There we go. There we go. Right. Last thing. This is why I need Josh Aveste here, man. Can everyone hear my voice has gone? I was doing a video today. There we go. I got a little bit of sound there. I was doing a video today and I could proper hear that my voice had completely gone. But do you know what it is, right? I've had no interest in Chelsea over the past few weeks. And when I say no interest, I just mean no interest in terms of making content. Obviously, I love to sit down with a big dog and I love to have chats with Josh and stuff like that. But someone's just put City 1-0 down. No, they're not. No, they're not. Let me have a look. Obviously, love sitting down and talking with Josh and stuff like that. But I just feel it's just been so negative. Like, I've felt shit about the players. I haven't felt like they've been wanting to put performances in, or they have been putting performances in, barring some that are injured and now come back, like Levi Colwell, Esteval, Reece James always there. Caicedo always tries to put a shift in, but his form's dipped, Cucurella, etc. But either way, it's just, right, everyone's saying City are losing, so fucking hell, oh no. I don't want to be live on stream for Arsenal being crowned champions. Oh, fuck that. I would be live as well because they've already kicked off. Fuck, no. Come on, City. Come on, City. This would be a horrible... Mate, imagine that being live on stream. Spurs beating Chelsea and Arsenal becoming champions. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Right, people, what are we thinking of Xabi Alonso? It's an upgrade. It's definitely an upgrade, isn't it? It's probably the best signing, I think, best managerial signing I think we've had since Tommy Tuchel. Woodshed, I said, I got an issue with the sound. Only the left side of the signal seems to be working. It must be the cable at your end. Oh, I'm worried if I try and do anything, it'll shut it off. Bournemouth winning. Could you and Josh do a sell with prices? Who do you think Chelsea should buy? Yep, we do that. What's my comment on João Pedro not being in the squad? I think João Pedro not being in the squad is fucking ridiculous, to be honest. Absolutely ridiculous. There's about 5 players in that Brazil squad that I think João Pedro should be there in front of. Just having a little look down the chat now on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, start smashing the like button and then more of them will come in. Probably the first time in a long time I've actually been excited / hopeful to be a Chelsea fan. It's definitely look, I would have never done a live stream for tonight's game if we hadn't have been in a position where we could directly relegate them, which we're not tonight, obviously. But I think that little bit of optimism, that little bit of hope something could go well here because of the fact that the players now might be encouraged by Xabi Alonso coming in. What about Enzo Fernandez, man? Look at Enzo, like, what will he be doing? Do you know what I mean? What will he be doing next season? Because he's made it pretty clear that he wants to leave, in my opinion. But at the same time as that, you got Xabi Alonso coming in. Enzo Fernandez I know he's now a bit of a box-to-box crasher, but he started off as a deep-lying sort of playmaker rather than deep-lying sort of defensive midfielder like Caicedo. And Xabi Alonso was the king of that shit. Do you know what I mean? Other than me in the school playground. But Xabi Alonso was the man at it. So, yeah, people get them coming in, get the comments coming in, because otherwise I'm going to be watching the game. I won't be able to see them as much. What's my score prediction for tonight? Do you know what? For some reason, I just feel shit and feel like it could be a draw. But a Xabi Alonso bounce, whether he's here or not, could be a thing. It could be a thing. My gut's telling... my head's telling me draw. My heart's telling me that Chelsea might do him 2-0. I hope so. Why is João Pedro not playing tonight? He's ill, isn't he? Is he ill? Got to say out of him. Ashley Watson, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate that. Enzo will go to City with Maresca. Oh, yeah. That would be a horrible prospect, wouldn't it? Here we go now. Tottenham in a yellow kit. And I'll tell you one thing. Yellow is my favourite colour. I always like a yellow kit, to be fair. Although I don't like anything Spurs related. That was a pair of shorts that I boxed in there, yellow. Although I did lose when I boxed in them. I don't know why I got them up. Tailwind straight away over on the side. Cuts it back. Robert Sanchez in the Petr Cech cap comes out to get it. I'm on the ginger beers. Non-alcoholic, obviously. He's injured. Is he injured? Yeah. Isn't it the 10th anniversary of the Battle of the Bridge? I suppose. Yeah. No, that was 17. No, it's like the 9th, because it was 16-17 season, wasn't it? So it's the 9th anniversary of the Battle of the Bridge. Thoughts on Havertz's yellow card yesterday? You should have a watch of the kickoff, today's kickoff video, because we debated a lot of that sort of stuff, and we spoke about a lot of it. Kylo Moroni gets the ball in the box and Robert Sanchez touches it, takes it down. We spoke a lot about the decisions that have gone for Arsenal or gone against Arsenal, and to be honest, fucking hell, there's a lot to get through. So, yeah. What channel are we on tonight? What channel am I watching it on? I've actually got it on Sky Sports on here. But what channel are we on? As in my channels, we're talking football tonight. Well, we're talking anything you want to talk about. Cole Palmer there, just spreading the play to Enzo Fernandez. He's got Cucurella in support, who's in quick to try and get that ball in, but out for a Chelsea throw-in. Do you have time? Do I have time for what? That's why I like you. People always thought I was weird for having yellow as my favourite colour. Yeah, no, it's not weird. Not weird. Yellow's a good colour, man. Yellow was my nan's favourite colour, so that's why it's my favourite colour. But it's still my favourite colour. I do like it. And I like a yellow top and stuff like that. So it's not like I just got it because my nan's favourite colour. I like the colour. Liam Delap up front tonight. Is he going to get his second Premier League goal of the season? Has he got one? Lads, he got one? Or has he got two already? Did he score against Fulham? No. Has he got one or has he got two? I think he's got one Premier League goal so far this season. In fact, has he even got a Premier... Yeah, no, he's got one, I think. I think he's got one in the league and he's got one against Barcelona. But yeah, do you reckon Liam Delap will score? Isn't it mental how far our club have fallen that we're talking about Chelsea and we're saying, do you reckon our number 9 could score? As if that's like so out of the question. Good play, pace there from Kolo Muani, who's taking on Cucurella, puts it back. Man City losing, yeah, I know, I've heard. Fucking hell. What is your all-time favourite non-Chelsea kit? All-time favourite non-Chelsea kit. Not because I like the team, but do you remember the gold Barcelona kit? Do you remember the one Ronaldinho scored in us against? Yeah, I do like that kit. Other than that, I don't think anyone will remember it. Inter Milan had a kit. Like, it had a blue stripe on it, but it was mostly grey. I liked that kit. I quite liked that kit. But I can't think of many like English teams whose kits I've ever really liked in terms of all-time favourite non-Chelsea kit. Oh, that was a little bit risky. Ball's gone back there, yeah. Hatter's made sure that no one gets onto it, that he's putting it out for a corner. But fuck me, nearly scored an own goal there. Let me have a quick look over here. Right, okay, hold on. Joey, much love from a major Chelsea fan over here in Washington, D.C. Big up Washington, D.C., baby. Can't wait for Xabi to get these boys right, man. Omega Quenda, Esteval Palmer, new Xabi signing style of play. Let's go. All of that would be good. Yeah, I mean, if Xabi Alonso can get Cole Palmer cooking, then that's going to be good looking for Chelsea fans. But at the same time as that, if he can't, then listen, I'm not going to spend another season being like, oh, what's going on with Cole Palmer? We've got enough. We've got enough without Cole Palmer. If he has to drop down to the bench, the performances aren't there under Xabi Alonso, but Xabi Alonso's able to level up the rest of the team. That may be what ends up happening. I don't predict it to. I think Cole Palmer's form will improve, but at the minute, the body language ain't great. He don't look like he wants to be there at times. Ball whipped over the top here. And Joshua Changpong's chasing onto it, and he's got the better there of Van der Ven, and Changpong's brought down, in my opinion, by Van der Ven, but no foul given. Very good to see Joshua Changpong getting the opportunity today, because it's something that he hasn't had enough in recent weeks, to be honest, recent months. Let's have it right with Joshua Changpong. And now my stream is fucking freezing again. Here we go, let's go. Right, let's have a quick look at the comment section, see what people are saying. People, do me a favour. We've only got about 582 likes on that. Smash it up. Get them going. Get the likes up in here, and then we get more people in. It'd be better. Because, listen, either one or two things are going to happen here. Man City are going to turn it round, and then we're going to take it down to the final day of the season. Or, in essence, the Premier League ends tonight, doesn't it? The only thing that continues is, I suppose, if Bournemouth win, they can still get a Champions League spot. You're a washed club now. I mean, to be honest, at this point at the moment, we're 10th in the table or something like that. We're not straight away favourites to beat Spurs, who are about to go down. So if you're on about now, as in the second right now, then yeah, I'd agree with you. We are right now, but good things are coming, I reckon. Oh, dear. Bro, we are so shit, I think we're going to lose to Spurs. Yeah. I mean, it is that point now, isn't it, where a loss to anyone would not shock you from Chelsea. Cole Palmer holding up the ball there and just taking a little bit long to release it. Like, Caicedo just plays a smart pass along to Palmer. Palmer's just fucking holding the ball up in the wrong sort of way, not being direct when we've got an opportunity to break on them. Andre Santos here, on to Palmer. Palmer's finding himself in space in that number 10 role. Good little pass to Enzo Fernandez there. Cucurella tries to whip it in first time. I think that's out for a Chelsea corner. Let's have a little look at the chat. YFB.Fin, love you too, mate. Thank you. Do you think PSG will win UEFA Champions League over Arsenal? I think they will. Yeah, I don't think Arsenal will win it. Jackson back from loan should help at least. I would have Jackson back from loan. I'd have Jackson back from loan. Do you think the rumours are true about Enzo wanting to sign Romero? No, doubt it, to be honest. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. And Romero isn't an awful player, but yeah, I'll be going after Van der Ven probably before him. I wouldn't really want either. Do you think the Osman door has closed? Do you want him this summer? It's not that I wouldn't want him, but I feel like the door's always been closed because he's never come and he's been linked with us bare times, hasn't he? Loads of times Osman's been linked to join and he's never come. Please beat Tottenham for West Ham. Please beat Tottenham for just fucking having some pride about ourselves and actually winning some games. I don't think anyone really cares about this match, to be honest. No, I don't think. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I ain't got many fucking views. 1.4k on the likes, though. That's up after I asked everyone to click it. Thank you very much. Let's all do it. Just smash like on that. There's like 100 of you in here right now. Smash like on that, and then we get loads more going. I'm going to count to 10. Let's see if we can get it up to 2.5k within 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm getting nowhere near it. It's only on 1.79, 10. We got it up to 2 at least, I think. Is it 2? Yeah. Yeah, but to be honest, with what people are saying in terms of like people not caring anymore, I understand that. Like, I get that. That's why I've shifted in terms of my YouTube content, because I'll be completely open and honest with you. Like, I went from being on YouTube doing Chelsea content and smashing it and doing really well out of it to all of a sudden, ball clipped in, Chelsea headed to get it out. All of a sudden, when the team dips and when you're not necessarily... Listen, maybe I could have been a content creator that was like this and still would have plummeted, but when you're not necessarily a content creator that's too overly reactional and stuff like that, and can just kind of end up thinking, oh, fuck it, I can do boxing content, true crime content, whatever, it does get hard. It does get hard to be like enthusiastic about your content, like, because no one else is enthusiastic about Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? So at least when you make other videos and stuff, people like it and people like the content and stuff like that. And I'm not saying people don't like listening to me and Josh talk, but just in terms of general Chelsea stuff, there hasn't been much optimism. I'm sure when that optimism comes back, my like enjoyment for making the videos will definitely come back. Caicedo just losing a 50-50 there with Richarlison. That's saying I wouldn't have thought I'd be saying 6 months ago. And therefore, that shows another one of the reasons why my optimism is at a low, because we're not performing very well at the moment. So, ball it's in, and that's nearly 1-0 to Spurs. What a save from Robert Sanchez. Ball it's into the back stick. I think it was Tell that got onto it. Robert Sanchez in a check with a cap on. Who gets onto the end of that? It's at the back stick. I think it was Tell at the back stick. Yeah, it looks like it was Robert Sanchez. Is that a save or is it at the post? Either way, I'll give it to Sanchez. I'll give it to him. So Spurs nearly going in front there. And to be honest, corner here for Spurs. To be honest, over the first 10 minutes, the bit of probing a better side. Ball whipped in. Stung along the ground. No one dealing with it. Gets all the way back to Robert Sanchez and now a little bit more control. Eddie said, Joey, not football related, but thoughts on Atome versus Hrgovic. I think it could go the distance. I think that you've got a lot of good boxing knowledge there, Eddie, because I was having a bath earlier and I was thinking about Atome versus Hrgovic while I was in the bath for some reason. And I thought I think I was thinking about it because I was thinking about making a video on it, and I thought the exact same thing. I thought that Atome versus Hrgovic could also go the distance. So yeah, not bad shout there. 3.5k likes on this TikTok now. Let's get running it up. Let's get really running it up and see if we can get a good one. Is Alonso here tonight? Alonso's not at the game, but I'm sure Xabi Alonso is gonna be watching. Opinions on Southampton being kicked out of the playoffs and getting 4 points deduction next season. I didn't even know it had happened. So who's now in the playoffs instead of Southampton? Can someone tell me? Alonso here 1st of July. Man's thinking about a man in the bath. Yeah, 2 men. I'm thinking about 2 men getting up close, hot and sweaty when I'm in the bath, punching each other's heads in. But I'd make Atome a favourite in that, because I think that Hrgovic is good. I think that Hrgovic is probably like a top 5, top 6 heavyweight at the minute. And I've always rated Hrgovic. I actually wrongly backed him to beat Daniel Dubois and obviously others. But yeah, in terms of Filip Hrgovic, I think that he overextends a little bit when he punches. I don't think he brings his hands back quick enough. I don't think he has the hand speed to be able to do that. And although I think he'll put up a lot of resistance and maybe even hurt Atome a little bit, at least catch Atome with a good few shots, I think that Atome will tee off on him at speed with counters. Whether he's got the power to get a stoppage over Hrgovic, I don't know. Because it's not like Ergovic ain't got a great chin. Chelsea on the attack here. Cole Palmer. Ball straight onto Pedro Neto, and Pedro Neto can cut it back to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer's passed through. Back to Palmer. He has the shot. Oh, save. Good save there from Kinksy. If Bowen went down, would you like to keep him? What do you mean to keep him? To keep him in the Premier League? Would I like him at Chelsea, you're saying? That was a good shot there from Cole Palmer. Right, let's have a look. A time we'll bury him. Corner him. Doesn't really beat the first man. He's put back out towards Enzo Fernandez. Tottenham player down, for fuck's sake. Who would you say is player of the season for us? For Chelsea? Fucking hell. Reece had a few months where he was right at it. I think João Pedro's been good the whole season. I think Enzo's been good the whole season. Like, when I say good, I mean, we're fucking, 10th in the league or something, haven't we? So, no one's really been player of the season. Who's been the most consistent with the best sort of big game performances? I don't know. Maybe a João Pedro. I think it would have been Esteval if he never had left. Got injured, I mean. Nobody's been outstanding this season. Nah. Show us the game. I can't show you the game. Oh, right as fucking Cole Palmer puts a little pass on there, my connection cuts out, for fuck's sake. Oh, there you go. Someone's down anyway. Looking forward to next season, though. I'm looking forward to next season because I don't think you can help but be optimistic when you've got a manager like Xabi Alonso coming in. This is a man that's won an undefeated treble in Germany. And listen, like, an undefeated treble in Germany is impressive, mate. Impressive if your name's Bayern Munich. If you are Bayer Leverkusen, they were dubbed Leverkusen in Germany because they always used to come close but never used to win, sort of thing, or had gone such a long time without winning. When he took them over, Xabi Alonso, they were near the relegation zone, and he got them all the way up the table, and then the next season out, I think it was, he had an undefeated season with them, and he was nearly undefeated in, he got to the final at the fourth, didn't he? Yeah, he done a treble and got to the final and got beat, didn't he, by the lad that used to play for Atalanta, the lad that used to play for Everton, Lookman, scored. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is a good calibre of manager. Liam Delap, you're fucking shit. This is a good calibre of manager who will probably immediately kick Liam Delap out of the club. No, he'll improve players that we probably don't expect that he would. Like, I say that about Liam Delap. Maybe Liam Delap might have a renaissance under Xabi Alonso. You can never quite predict who it will be, but often you'll see when a new manager comes to the club, there's the ones that we expect, like, can you get Palmer cooking? Can you get Caicedo's form back? But there'll also be ones that you don't expect that they'll have big impacts on, and I think that Xabi Alonso will be a man that will have that on existing players that are already here, players that are coming in. I just hope, for the love of God, and really, really do pray that he has control over the transfers. Chelsea risky here, playing out from the back. Robert Sanchez, he looks comfortable enough with the ball at his feet, but at the same time, good instruction from McFarlane. Seems to be go long for the moment, so that's what he's done there. Cole Palmer gets the ball on there, nice to Enzo. Enzo shot. Oh, what a goal! Enzo, you cheeky little boy. That was lovely from Enzo Fernandez. He's doing the old phone emoji to his ear, so he must have a Phones For You sponsorship coming in for next season, unless he's saying, agent, get on the phone, get me out of here, I want gone. No, he's a big Xabi Alonso fan. He's going to want to stick around. Chelsea opened the score in there. Cole Palmer done well to keep it in play. Puts it on to Pedro Neto. 30 yards out. Lampard-esque, I'm going to say there. Enzo Fernandez picks out the bottom left-hand corner with a beauty of a shot. Lifts it a perfect height off of the ground and then puts it straight into that corner. Enzo Fernandez to make it 1-0. And I'm going to be honest, right? Probably against the run of play so far, but who cares? 1-0, one goal closer and one moment closer to making sure that Spurs have to take it to the final day of the season. Because this is what we need to do, people. It needs to be final day of the season stuff. And Enzo Fernandez is a player that all season we've been thinking, listen, he's probably going to be gone come the end of the season, let's be honest. He's flirted with Madrid. I don't know whether Jose Mourinho is going to want to break the bank for an Enzo Fernandez. I know that Jose Mourinho probably understands that his stay overall at a club is normally a 2-season period. He's been at Madrid before. He knows how it is. And I think he's going to want to buy players that bring him in instant success. And I'm not doubting at all that Enzo Fernandez can do that. But if there was like a market opportunity like a Rodri, for example, you'd imagine that he'd go for maybe a Rodri, or maybe that's just wishful thinking, because I hope that Enzo Fernandez stays at Chelsea, because I think under Xabi Alonso, he could cook. I think the thing is, our benches are weak at the moment, but we've got injuries, stuff like that. I think with 4 first-team signings off really, really competing. At the same time as that, we're sat fucking 10th in the league, 9th in the league, or whatever it is, and we've been shit, and we've got so much shit that we've got to get out the door. And the ownership, and I know this probably won't happen, people. I know I'm probably just talking shit here, but the ownership need to understand now that you've had a touch, mate. They're punching with Xabi Alonso, and that's the depths that they've brought us to, is me saying that they're punching with Xabi Alonso. But they are, aren't they? So really, they need to understand that, and they need to honour that, and they need to make sure that if Xabi Alonso doesn't rate a player, he leaves Chelsea immediately. Keep one, sell one, Enzo or Cucurella. I prefer Cucurella, but I'll probably sell Cucurella at the same time, because if just looking at the relegation zone now, it's getting interesting. 1-0 the score is. Sorry, I ain't got the scoreboard on here, but yeah. Did you see his celebration? What does that mean? I don't know. What does that mean? What do you lot think that means? 5,000 likes in the stream now. Thank you very much, people. Keep smashing that up if we can. Let's get up to 10,000. 10,000 before half time. Do you reckon we can do it? It's 21 minutes on the clock now. Should be able to easily do that. No, I appreciate it. Seen City are losing. Yep. City are losing at the minute. So tonight could be the night that Arsenal are crowned champions. City have had it in their hands, 3 times this season? And they fucked it every time. 52 points. Wait. Yeah, so if Bournemouth lost, there's a way we could end 6th. And then if Villa won the Europa and they finished in the top 4, then we'd get Champions League football, wouldn't we, in 6th? Imagine that. We need the City comeback. Big time. What celebration did he do? He done that, like he's on the phone. I don't know why. Maybe he's saying, agent, get on the blower. Get me out of here. I've got fucking Delap playing in front of me. Are you shocked at how bad Delap has been? I thought he'd be better. Yeah, I am shocked. Yeah, I am shocked. Nice. Cucurella through here. Delap giving him no support, though. No one in the box for him. He puts it back. Palmer. He puts it onto the lap, and Delap fucking skies it. You are absolutely pony. Liam. Rory would be better up front. Your dad. Liam Delap, honestly, like... It's one of them, isn't it? Who would have thought this season, before the season, that Igor Thiago would have scored, what, 21 more goals than Liam Delap? Or something like that. He's pony. I'm sorry, he's young and he'll probably improve, and Harry Kane didn't start off very good. But this lad's pony at the minute. Where's Mark Gu? I don't know. Garnacho's pony as well, yeah, I know. Could it mean that he's on the phone to Alonso because reports say that he's been chatting with Enzo and Cucurella trying to convince them to stay? Good point. Very good point. Good shout there in the chat. It could be because there are reports of that. But then again, let's not get into fucking believing too much what Chelsea PR briefings say, eh? Would I take Igor Thiago? I'd rather other people. I would rather. I'll make people hate me. But if Cole Palmer's form doesn't improve by like January and he wants to go and we can get 130 odd million from him, 150 odd million for him, then maybe I'd say, go on then, take Cole Palmer, bring in Nick Voltmarder, have Esteval and João Pedro off the back of him, Cucurella up one side, Lewis all back up, or Lewis all in midfield maybe, bring him in. Oh, this is getting sexy now. Reece James flying right wing back like he used to be back in the day. Now he's over the injury worries, touch wood. That would be horny, wouldn't it? Am I the only one that really wants Nick Voltmarder? I just love him. Toby, I love him. Every time I watch him play, I think he's the nuts. Like, honestly, like, I'm being genuinely serious. Every time I watch him play, I think he's the nuts. And obviously, where my friendship with Brian and whatnot, I do watch more Newcastle games probably than fucking a lot of teams in the Premier League. I'd say this season, West Ham, Spurs, Newcastle, Chelsea, Man United are the games I've watched the most of. Arsenal, I've hardly watched their games. I've obviously watched all their goals and highlights, stuff like that, but I've hardly sat and watched full 90s. They're the teams that I've sat and watched the most games of this season. We need our wing-backs back, yeah. We need Barnes from Newcastle. No, fuck that. We don't. Morgan Rogers would be good. Yeah. That Newcastle striker, he's an old-fashioned number 9. Do you know what? Like, he's a very good number 9. I don't even know if I'd describe him as old-fashioned because he's not like hustle and bustle type thing. Like, his first touch is wicked. Like, his spatial awareness is really good, Nick Voltmarder. Like, he plays for Newcastle how I hoped that Havertz would play for us after seeing him in Germany, or at least he did play like that for Newcastle. And then Eddie Howe kind of fucked his season by dropping him back and prioritising fucking Anthony Gordon over him, giving Gordon penalties over him. Imagine that. Like, he'd have another, 5-6 goals on his tally with penalties if he had a bad dem. Starting number 9, you should be. You know what I mean? He'd be taking them for Germany, probably. So, would I sell Fofana? Yes, I would sell Wesley Fofana in the summer if we could get a decent price for him. I think he's one of our better defenders, but I also think that he does let us down quite a lot, and I think that injury record and whatnot, he's probably coming towards the age where it might be last chance saloon to be able to cash in on him. Say cash in on him, we'd never get that sort of money, would we? But Jarrod Bowen would be good. I don't know whether I'd go for Jarrod Bowen, to be honest with you. I don't know about that. It's dropping the standard a little bit. Like, Jarrod Bowen looks very good for West Ham, but he ain't done or looked good enough for them this season to keep him away from potentially getting relegated. And look at what has happened with Liam Delap. So would it be a similar situation? He comes and he's no good for us. I don't know. Cole Palmer's put the pass through there to Cucurella. He's got Pedro Porro chasing him down. That's a bad challenge, man. Yellow card. Straight away. Have a little look at it because the studs looked high, but he didn't complain that much. So Delap's so slow. I know. Delap's just shit. You're going out to Egypt for Usyk. I'll let you on a little secret, right? There was a point when it looked like the pain game might. Oh, actually, maybe that wasn't the worst challenge, but I don't know. It sort of dives in. There was a point when it looked like the pain game. When it looked like the pain game might be going out to Egypt for Usyk, but no, we're not. I'll be watching it. Anyone give Rico Verhoeven a chance? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? No chance. Yeah, I don't give Rico Verhoeven a chance. True Crime Podcast and João Brazil not being in the João Pedro not being in the Brazil squad. Yeah, too right. Ball about to be whipped in here from Enzo. Puts it into the box. Oh, off the bar. Whoo, Enzo Fernandez on fire here. 28 minutes in. The Argentinian has looked like he's going to whip a ball into the box, but he's just whipped it to the near post. Hits the bar there, Enzo Fernandez. What a second that would have been. Half hour in, Enzo's on for a hat-trick. Imagine that. That would have been scenes. And it would have been damaging for Spurs, because then you do start to look at things like goal difference and stuff like that. And the way that Chelsea have played in the last sort of 5-10 minutes has given me a little bit more encouragement that maybe we might see something. But we got to do something about Liam Delap up front. What could we do? Do you think it'd be better to play with 10 men, lads and lasses, if there's any of you? Do you think maybe we should play with 10? No, I'm joking. What could we do? Is Reece on the bench? Because we could stick him up top, couldn't we? We could stick him up top. Feels like the Lap's going to score this match. I don't feel like the Lap's going to score this match at all. Man, it's been a while since I saw you on my FYP. Miss your talks on Chelsea. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I know I don't put out anywhere near as much content nowadays. I used to have 2 clippers and, like I say clippers, editors for short form content, and they both gone. So now I've got no one editing it all for me and stuff, and it means I'm not able to put out anywhere near as much. I'm trying, I want people to, but everyone just fucking after ridiculous money, or hasn't got the time, or I don't know. Heard about Southampton being expelled from the playoff final. I have, but only during this stream, to be honest. Enzo unlucky. Plays Shimioka. Yeah, is Shimioka on the bench? Who's on the bench, chat? I ain't even able to have a look. When's the next podcast out? I've got a podcast on Mohamed Mwazi, aka Jahadi John, that's going out on Joey's Corner tomorrow. Chelsea, I'm going to be doing one tomorrow where I start to look through some lineups, like what Xabi Alonso could be doing, how he could look to approach things and whatnot. And then I will probably be doing, I'm just talking about videos here, I'll probably be doing a new sick Rico Verhoeven recap after that, if anything interesting happens. First touch from Liam Delap's not a bad one. He moves it on to Kukurea, chasing the ball down there. Bournemouth letting the rest of the league down here. Yeah, they are. They are. How can you request true crime cases, mate? Love the ones of you and Josh. Well, just ask me now. That's the best way. That's the easiest way to get it direct to me while I'm live. A Changpong, yes. Oh, what a little bit of movement there from Josh. I've always said, yeah, Josh Changpong will be good as a holding midfielder. Truly believe that. Josh Changpong would be good as a holding midfielder, because Josh Changpong can move out of tight spaces. He proved that there. Now the team a little bit out of shape. Kolo Muani shows the reason why Spurs' attack have been so poor this season. Just puts that straight over. Let's have a look. Sorry, YouTube. I'll work for you. New game plan? Well, message me on Instagram. But only if you qualified. Alright, Joey, how's your week been, bro? My week has been. What day are we on? Tuesday. It's been decent so far. In terms of the last 7 days, very good. Wembley, that was good. Working for TNT. Saw Joe Cole. I love seeing Joe Cole. It's joke because obviously I met him once as a kid. Yeah, I was at a training ground and I spent some time with him. He basically looked after me because the person I was with had to go into a press conference, and he spent some time with me at the training ground and that. And then I met him again when I was older, when I started doing this and whatever, and he recognised me and remembered and stuff like that. And now a couple of times I've interviewed him. I didn't even interview him at the cup final, but he was just there doing the coverage, and he come over and I had a good chat with him. Laura Woods had a quick chat with. So yeah, it was sick. So last week's been sick, really. That's been good. Love all your content. Thank you very much, bro. I love Hatto playing for the Lions. Yeah. Levi Colwell does a lot of the same stuff, man, and this will be something that will be key. I think Levi Colwell and Hatto could be two key components in a backline if different signings aren't brought in, but at least in pre-season for Xabi Alonso. A Changpong will shine under Alonso. I can't wait. I fucking hope so, man. I hope so. Yes, bro, love the content. CFC02, thank you, bro. I'd rather see Muoka getting minutes playing time than the lap. Yes, but at the same time, if we've got our mind made up on the lap, then maybe give him some minutes to put him in the fucking shop window to get him out the door. Because I don't care about this season. I don't really want to finish in Conference League. The death of Arthur Labinjo, Hughes mate story, what needs to be told? Okay, I'll look into it. But free choices under Alonso. Well, if no one was signed, I would be probably looking at Levi Colwell. Cole Palmer here, getting through. Oh, sorry. I'll probably be looking at Levi Colwell with Joshua Changpong on the right-hand side of him. All ball through there. Liam Delap is not going to get on the end of it. With Joshua Changpong on one side of him. Hatto on the other side. Kukurea, Reece James. If no one is signed. But I think we're in need of defensive reinforcement. And obviously, when I'm saying that, I understand that I've left Fofana out and Chalobah out there. Chalobah could easily walk into that side. He could be in there instead of Joshua Changpong. I'm just of the belief that Joshua Changpong needs to get minutes under Alonso straight away, or he'll leave. If Alonso don't come in and give him minutes, I think he'll leave, and I think he'd be right to do so because he's had ample opportunity. Any player of his quality, I think, would have been in the team already. You see it just there, winning the ball off Tell, who's one of the quicker players in the league. Do you know what I mean? Josh Changpong getting back, doing his job well there. Loved your video on the Smiler ride, mate. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, the Joey's Corner stuff's going really well. I'm getting stick, obviously, because I'm doing some stuff that's obviously a bit more... What's the word? I don't think it's controversial. I'm fucking telling stories and stuff about shit that happened and stuff. But, yeah, you get some stick on there. But I'm loving doing it, the Joey's Corner stuff. And it's doing really well. It's fucking growing so quick, man. You Chelsea or Spurs? I'm Chelsea, mate. People don't like the truth. Yeah, well, I don't know. Genuinely don't understand how Delap gets minutes. No, neither do I. I'll take Jackson over Delap every single minute. Yep, 100%. Jackson over Delap is just an absolute no-brainer. Nicholas Jackson was fucking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times the player for Chelsea. Well, I mean, statistically, he was, 22 times the player. Because he scored, 22 goals, something like that, in all comps? What did he even score? I don't remember. Someone tell me. Maresca might become Man City manager. He has. He's going there. He's going. And Pep Guardiola is walking away from Manchester City in a way that Alex Ferguson would have never walked away from Manchester United. Or I don't think a way that Jose Mourinho, without being sacked, would have ever walked away from Chelsea Football Club, which is off the back of not winning the league 2 seasons in a row with the club that are supposed to be the best team in the league, with the club that 2 seasons ago, before that, were treble winners. And then you ain't won the league in 2 seasons. You didn't come close to Liverpool. You didn't come close to Arsenal. I say come close, obviously you finished right behind. But what I mean is, you know, you had it in your hands multiple times against Arsenal. Jackson left wing, yeah, wouldn't be averse to it. Fraudiola running away from the 115, yeah. Too right. What's everyone thinking on... What's everyone thinking on the Chelsea performance so far? Sorry, I'm trying to read some of these comments. The lap is scamming a living. Why does Santos not get his flowers? I think he does. I think he gets his flowers, doesn't he, Santos? Andre Santos? Maybe not by the pundits on Sky and stuff like that, but I think he gets it from us lot on YouTube or whatever. I say us lot, I don't really watch no one else. Who's everyone in here's favourite Chelsea creator? John, guess my favourite Chelsea creator, barring Josh Aveste. See if you can guess. Here we go. Cole Palmer. Oh, Palmer, you got to get rid of it quicker, man. Caicedo. Palmer always seems to be the one that slows the attacks down at the minute. And sometimes, yeah, I understand he reads the game well, bigger picture, getting players into position. But no, not like an attack there. When you get a counter, you got what? 3-on-4, something like that. Decent numbers, maybe even a 3-on-3. And Palmer just slows it right down. Whereas before, you'd see him slipping the ball through. Maybe you could say he ain't got a Jackson there or a João Pedro there, the support that he's had. But he's been like it all season. He has had João Pedro there. He's had fucking Esteban there at times. Jamie Carragher wanting you to put a knitting nail down your eardrum. Nicholas Jackson's season was 17 goals. Benson is your favourite. Jan is good. Football therapy. See, people know me well. Because you have already named my favourite too. Yeah, Benson's my boy. He's a joker. Me and Benson just go out doing loads of prostitutes when we go to London. I'm joking, by the way. But yeah, football therapy. Legend in the game. Everyone. Nini. Eunice. Jan. I've already said him. Who else is there? Who am I not thinking of? Toby. He's doing. He done a bit for TNT the other day. He's doing well. Tobes, I've known. Do you know what? You know Toby, yeah. You lot all know Toby from TikTok. Does big numbers on TikTok. Tobes. Fucking hell, Chelsea. I've known him for like 3 years. Like right at the start when I first started podcasting, he was one of the first people. He weren't doing no YouTube. He was just doing a bit of TikTok and that. He was one of the first people I ever foul on Liam Delap there from Van der Ven, in a good position for Chelsea to whip a ball in well. Enzo Fernandez, I should say. Yeah, he was one of the first people that I met. Can't have asked for a better manager coming in than Alonso, surely, Joey. No, I wouldn't say we could have asked for a better option. He probably would have been the best option on the menu, barring managers that wouldn't be able to come to us, or like Carlo Ancelotti or whatever. Energy 199 for the super chat. Thank you very much, bro. Mark Goldbridge. Yay or nay, and why? Yay or nay on Mark Goldbridge, and why? I would probably have to go yay, because of the fact that I don't have a reason to say nay, to be honest. So I've never watched any of his stuff on free kick in from Chelsea there. Kingsky's held it. I've never watched any of his stuff on the United Stand or United Stand, is it? Whatever, United Stand, the one that he does. I've never watched any of his stuff on there. I know he used to do stuff with Brian back in the day. Oh, that nearly looked like it had gone over the line, you know. It hadn't. And That's Football is his channel that I have watched content on. He's good, so yeah, I'd say yay. But I can't really give a reason why, because do you know what? Like, you're better off quizzing me up on other YouTubers, because I don't know. I'm trying to think who I watch. It's more who I meet rather than who I fucking watch. Do you know what I mean? You can ask me what I think on anyone, but I just can't think. Yeah, the light skinned guy on TikTok who screams is funny. What light skinned guy on TikTok who screams? Who? What's his name? I messaged you back on the 3rd of January on Instagram, by the way. New game plan. 3rd of January. It's fucking ages ago. Message me. What do you mean message me back? What's your name? Your missus is called Chelsea Knight. Yes. Is your missus actually called Chelsea Knight? No way. What a name. What do I think of Arsenal currently being champions? It makes me sick to the fucking pit of my stomach. But unfortunately, Man City, time in, time out, have bottled it this season. And I always, for some reason, felt like tonight they were going to fucking bottle it. I had that feeling. I said it on the kickoff. Did I say it on the kickoff earlier? I wish I could text Brian now. I can't get my phone up. But if I could text Brian now, I'd ask him. I'm pretty sure I said it on the kickoff earlier. I said this will pretty happen. Oh, Arsenal, man. At least Chelsea are winning. Spurs getting relegated would be wicked. Palmer here! Score! Oh, my God! So my voice is probably gone. But season's gone by. Palmer scores there. Do you know what I mean? If anyone's watching the game, I know he took it on his weaker foot, yeah, but if anyone's watching the game, everyone here will tell me, season's gone by, he gets in that position, he scores. He does something, he puts someone in. The boy has not been at it for a long, long time, man. And at first, I'm like, it's the injury, and then now I'm just like, oh, it's doing my nutting. Pep's leaving a gift to Arteta. Nah, Pep's bottling it, because Alex Ferguson would never walk away from Man United once they had not won the league 2 seasons in a row. He went out on his own terms. Half time. Get your questions in now, people, because now is when I can actually probably look at the chat. So get it all in now, because now will be the time. Obviously, much as Energy did do, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Any super chats, the rule always is the same on this channel. As long as it's a super chat, I'll answer it. Whatever the question is. But so far, thoughts on Chelsea at half time. Do you know what? I thought for the first, what would I say? For the first 10-15 minutes, I thought we looked shaky. I didn't think we looked good at all. I thought that Robert Sanchez had pulled off a really good save from a Matthias Tell shot, I believe it was. But I think it might have hit the post after actually watching it. Either way, if it hadn't have hit the post, then I think he would have definitely had it covered, to be fair. But after that moment, I can't remember the exact timings, to be fair, but it feels like around after that moment, Chelsea improved quite a lot, and Chelsea did start to get a lot better. Enzo Fernandez, mainly, but Cole Palmer giving contributions in there. Liam Delap being fucking non-existent, but even with 10 on the pitch, which is what it's like playing with Liam Delap, I think we've been decent enough in that first half. But we've got to remember and not get gassed up. London derby or not, Spurs Spurs don't often win at Chelsea regardless, even during the downfall of the club in recent years. And also, Spurs are Spurs. We're playing a team that could be relegated on the final day of the season if the result stays this way. So let's not get overconfident. They could still come out in the second half and do something. They got a decent manager in Roberto De Zerbi, who does have more experience than Callum McFarlane. I'm of the opinion that Reece James is probably fucking giving instructions in the dressing room right now. While it's half time, please do me a massive favour. I said, do you reckon by the second half we get to 10k on TikTok and we got more of you in here? Or if no, we've got less of you in here. But either way, let's try and get these likes up if you are in here, please, people. Just smash it down for a minute. Just for a minute, just keep smashing it now. Oh, God, it feels good, yeah, keep doing it. If I'm a Tottenham fan, I want to get relegated. What? Yeah. Do you know what? I was about to say why. I can see, I already know, because a few people do say about the fact that, obviously, the away days that you'll be able to have, the fact you'll be winning every week, stuff like that. But the worst thing is it doesn't always go that way, do you know what I mean? Right, just quickly... What's your ins and outs for the new season? Who goes and who stays? Right. Yeah, this would be interesting, actually. Let me get a little squad up. Chelsea squad. Ins and outs for next season. Chelsea full squad, yeah? So, Robert Sanchez, in. Jorgensen, out. Penders, back off loan. Possibly new goalkeeper, in. Disasi, out. Kukurea, in. Adarabao, out. Badiashile, out. Levi Colwell, in. Sarr, in. Hato, in. Chalobah, in. Reece James, in. Malo Gusto, out. Wesley Fofana, out. Joshua Changpong, in. Midfielders. Enzo Fernandez, let's see what happens with him. I want him to stay, but I do believe that this summer, one of Kukurea, Cole Palmer, or Enzo Fernandez will leave the club. I have called that, and I think it'll happen. But maybe not now. Xabi Alonso's coming in. But Enzo in, Palmer in, Asugu. Haven't really seen him play yet. So in, out, not bothered. Loan, I'll tell you that. Santos in, Caicedo in, Anselmino. He's not a midfielder. Don't know why they got him in there. Lavia in. There's not many that I'm actually like, oh, get out the club. Right, here we go. Pedro Neto. At this point, 26 years old, yeah, probably out, to be honest. But maybe he might improve under Thingy, under Alonso. He is very quick, but then 26 years old, is he about to lose that pace? I don't know. Leon Delap out straight away. Jamie Gittins, he's 21 years old, so he's got a lot of potential, but he's not as good as Nicholas Jackson, even on the wing. So I'd rather have Nicholas Jackson over Jamie Gittins, so send Jamie Gittins out on loan. João Pedro in. David Washington, who the fuck even are you? You came about 5 years ago and you still look about 12 years old and we've never seen you play a game. Esteval in. Mark Yu out. Sell him, 20 years old. Get rid of him now. No offence to him, I do like Mark Yu, but Garnacho out. Shimayuka, loan him out. Mudryk out. Sell him. Or ban him or get rid of him, whatever. He's annoying. Drag the piece into the puzzle. Why? People think I'm a fucking robot or something. Right. Sorry, but I wanted to answer that question perfectly. I never trusted Man City from the start of the season, but to be fair, they've already surpassed my expectations. What do you mean? They've been shit. Any chance of a boxing return, or is that phase behind you? I don't know, really. Recently, I've been training like more, and I've been taking the peptides for my elbow, and they're quite good. So that sort of has been helping it, but obviously, I don't know. It's hard at the minute. It's very, very hard with the boxing situation just at the second because there's loads going on. I've got other channels and other... The thing is, with YouTube, I can be successful and YouTube can pay me forever and I can hopefully do well for myself and... earn money for a long time out of it. Whereas with boxing, yeah, I might be able to earn bigger paydays and in the short term and whatever, but you do leave a lot of yourself in the ring, like every time. Not just when you get in there, it's the training camps. And some people will be like, oh, it's just misfits, whatever. I don't care. Like, mate, I spar professionals. I spar Southern Area champions. I spar people. I've sparred fucking 7-time national champions, country national champions, 5-time national champions. You know what I mean? Like, loads of pros that you would know. So it takes a lot out of you, the boxing. So it's a bit, it's one of them. I don't know. Basically, what I'm probably saying is, if there's a massive payday in it to fight the Argentinian king, then yes, I'm very much up for it. If there's a massive payday in it to fight Fox, then yeah, I'm up for it. If there's a massive payday in it to fight anyone, cray rematch, then I'm up for it. But if there's not a lucrative enough payday in it for me to fight with what I know is a bad elbow, and other shit going on in my life and whatever, then yeah. Nah, Robert Sanchez would have got to that shot that went off the post. J.M. Wilson. KM says, you alright, mate? Yep. I'm alright, mate. Are you alright, mate? Mudryk always showed potential. He's a baller. No, he's a YouTube footballer. I think everyone just got gassed up on him. I don't predict Mudryk to do anything, really, to be fair. Right. Is it nearly curtains now for Arsenal winning the league? Oh my God, it's going to be horrific, isn't it? It's going to be horrific, isn't it? It's a joke. Let's get a fucking stream on here. Last few minutes of the Arsenal game. What's the website called, people? What's the website called? Is it still First Row Sport? Is it still First Row Sport? Front Row Sport? It's First Row Sport now. Very bare pop-ups. Tell me, people, tell me if I'm like slowing the stream down, because I bet this is doing bare shit and gets bare shit popping up, but at the same time, it'd be good just to get the end of the Man City game on. They're not going to get 2 goals, this is the thing. They need 2 goals, don't they? And they're not going to get it. How much would I want to fight the World Stone Raider? It would be an honour to fight the World Stone Raider. I'd fight the World Stone Raider for free, happily, to be fair. Are we going to get the Man City? Does Martin Knight, do people think that Martin Knight could do the World Stone Raider in a fight? Enzo for Prime Minister. Enzo Maresca to... Sorry, people, I'm trying to get the Man City game on for the final 10 minutes because they're about to give the title to Arsenal here. Yes, Joey, where is your channel fan favourite? Josh is probably at home. Oh, no, he's on holiday, I think. I think he might be on holiday. Because that's why it's... No, today's Tuesday. Yesterday, that's why we didn't go studio yesterday. Right, come on, let me have a quick look through the questions because I was trying to get that on there. It's a dark day for every football fan. Well, not because Chelsea are beating Spurs. But yeah, if Arsenal win the league, it's shit. Arsenal fans are fucking annoying, man. Even the ones I like. Nah, the ones I like ain't annoying. Jacob's a legend. Joel Bayer's a legend. But a lot of my mates that are Arsenal fans are just annoying about it. Do you know what I mean? And I know they're just going to be so annoying for so long. Some of the Arsenal fans in the media I'm not even on about. I'm actually on about my personal mates. What's my thoughts on Nicholas Jackson with Xabi Alonso? I'm up for it. If he's up for it. I don't care about Arsenal winning anymore, to be honest. Just bored of the Arsenal talk. Arsenal won the league, for fuck's sake. It's over. Arsenal winning the league, it's shit. Hopefully Spurs get relegated too. Yeah, I mean, Man City have absolutely bottled that. Pep Guardiola walking away from it. Pep Guardiola absolutely bottling it. Oh, here we go. I've got the goal here. Up the left-hand side for Bournemouth. Cut back. Oh, he's got the keeper rooted. He don't even dive. Oh, and he's just done the backflip. Reminds me of old Loire back in the day. Anyone remember him? Loire? No? Mon. Donnarumma's rooted there. In fact, it doesn't remind me of Loire back in the day. It just reminds me of João Pedro in the summer, last year. Back in the good days. How much changes in a year? Fuck me. Pep Guardiola. He ended up, when he kept scratching his face here, Pep Guardiola, he ended up looking like Woogie from There's Something About Mary. The one that stalks her and he's scratching his face. It's the same actor in it that plays Take My Strong Hand. Right. What do I think about the Southampton decision? Great form of ownership. No, I don't know really. I don't really know much about it. Who is going to get the place over Southampton? Would love to see Stoke away at the Toilet Bowl next season. Borough are going to get it. Do you know what, right? Imagine Wrexham had kept up their form. Imagine the uproar there would have been if it had got taken off of Southampton and given to Wrexham. City absolutely bottling the league. I can't believe this. People, City have absolutely bottled it. They've bottled it. They're getting the charges. It's coming in this summer. And Pep Guardiola's done a fucking runner. He's done a runner. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, tell me any different. Where did Pep get it? Like, Pep's been unbelievable. He's done unbelievable things. But he has always had unbelievable ingredients to bake with. Where did Pep Guardiola ever go through the sort of process that, say, even managers like Mikel Arteta had to, where they'd go out and they were being the understudy, but then they go into a club that isn't successful. Every club he's walked into, obviously Mikel Arteta, I'm giving that example because he's walked straight into a big club in Arsenal in his first managerial job. There's not a lot of them will start at the bottom, even the Pochettino, stuff like that. Not at the bottom, smaller clubs. There's not a lot of examples that I can give where they walk straight into a major club apart from people like that. But say, for example, Arteta, he goes in at Arsenal, they're not doing well. 8th in the table, I think, twice, was it? 8th and then 8th, and then finally he gets them up the table. Pep never done that. Pep went to a Barcelona side that were already winning a load of stuff. Pep went to a Bayern Munich side that dominated that league, and then Pep went to a side that were run by a state. Do you know what I mean? So they were always going to dominate that league. And now, in my opinion, it's got sticky, it's got tricky, and he's fucking run away. He's done a runner. Sorry, I ain't seen the chat for ages. Second half, by the way. No changes. Achampong, Fofana, Hato, Cucurella, Santos and Caicedo. And then you got Palma, Enzo. And now up with no one up top. We're just playing with 10 men. Second half, I think. Gotta love to see Joe United admitting the first row sport. I'll take almost anything. Pep's not giving his old friend no parting gift. Pep knows what's happening, mate. Pep knows that the tide's turning. and he doesn't want to affect the legacy that he's been able to build for himself, and he could still possibly have for himself in maybe international management. Although saying that, domestic cups he's all right with. Champions Leagues, not so much. At least Tottenham could still go down. Yeah, it takes it down to the last day of the season, and then that means at least there's, what, 2 or 3 things to still play for. .6 likes on the TikTok. People, smash your finger on it and get it up. Finger me. Finger me now on TikTok. Seriously. I'm asking you. Get it up to 10k. Let's get it up there. I think Pep will have a break for 2 years. Chelsea Knight just showed the missus your comment on her name, and she's laughing her ass off. She's going to subscribe. Good girl. Tell her subscribe to Joey's Corner. She probably won't like the football content, but she'll prefer the other stuff. Birds seem to love the true crime. I get loads of aunties in my inbox over the true crime, believe me. Tell. Yeah, well played for Fana winning the ball there. Pedro Neto, good, nice. Changpong can move it on quick. Nah, he's passed it back. Come on. What is wrong with these lot, man? For fuck's sake. You get yourself into a position where you can counter-attack, and your first instinct is to just go back. $5 super chat. Dak, what's happening, bro? Dak is the man that always asks some mental questions, so I'm worried before I even look at it and read it out, because Dak's always saying some crazy shit. But what's with your English? It's the sort of SO.E sort of slang, or have you been hit in the head too many times? Half the time I can't understand you. Well, I suppose, Dak, what country are you from, bro? Put in the chat quickly. What country are you from, Dak? But I suppose, to give you a proper answer, because it's a super chat, which thank you very much. To give you a proper answer, yeah, I suppose I have been punched in the head too many times. But I think I've also probably just never really pronunciated my words, so to speak. Because imagine that, my voice, if I just, like, say, because if you're pronunciating every word, yeah, you're saying your T's, you pronunciate every single word. If I was to speak like this and start to talk to the camera like this and actually pronunciate every single one of my T's and speak like that when I'm presenting on TNT Sport, would you not think that I just sound like James Corden on American TV? So obviously, yeah, do you know what I mean? I just talk the way that I've always talked for my whole life. I don't necessarily change my voice for YouTube. But where are you from, Dak? Don't reply with a super chat. Just send another message. Arsenal won, it's over, we're finished. Yeah, fuck it. Shit. She loves her true crime. I'm always bigging up her videos to you. I fall asleep to them. You've definitely got a new fan tonight. Chelsea tonight, big up. Well, she's not Chelsea, it's her fella, but yes. I can't believe that. Arsenal winning the league. That's mental, innit? That's proper mad. 21 years? Is it 21 years? 22 years? Makes me feel old. And even here at 1-0, yeah, because this could get worse tonight, by the way, people. Because at 1-0 right now, I don't feel safe, necessarily. So Arsenal have pretty much won the league here. Is the game finished? It's done, isn't it? Oh, no, 1-0. It's 1-0. It's 1-1. Man City have equalised at Bournemouth. They've got a minute left. First row sports. Quick, Man City. Come on. Oh, they took the link off. Oh, fuck it, people. You're just going to have to tell me what happens. Oh. Oh, it'd be like the Aguero moment, wouldn't it? City goal. Arsenal are going to be crowned champions. It's shit, man. And do you know what? Honestly, they've been rubbish. They've been fucking pony, Arsenal. All they've done is set pieces. They've scored. What have they scored? 26 goals from set pieces or something like that. 17 of those from corners. And they've had so many decisions and VAR go for them. And decisions that should have got, even the Caicedo one at Stamford Bridge, I still think was a yellow card, to be honest with you. That's one that a lot of people would say was a red, but yeah. I just think they wanted Arsenal to have a league this year. Arsenal have won the league. Ah, that's going. We just got to pray for PSG now. Because if Arsenal win the league and the Champions League, game over, you're never at the end of it. I can't believe that Arsenal have won the league. That's mad. You got to remember, I'm 30 years old, so I grew up with Arsenal and Man United winning the league. The only thing I remember is Arsenal and Man United winning the league. I was born in 1994, so I don't remember anything else from football. Like Arsenal and Man United winning the league, that was it until Chelsea won it. So it was like a good, 8 years of watching football, 7 years when it was 8 years, yeah, when it was just them two swapping league titles, and then Arsenal just fell off. And under Arsene Wenger, we thought they were doing badly. Ironically, when you look at it with the stadium move, finances, stuff like that, what he was operating with, they were actually doing well, and he done amazing to keep them in the top four for so many years. But then the fall off was sharp. Unai Emery was out of there quick. Other managers came and went. Didn't work out. Arteta finished 8th, won a cup that Unai Emery had basically got to the final of, but then didn't win anything for 4 years. And now they've won the league. So, yeah. Let's just hope they get battered by PSG, as Tyler says. Come on now, Chelsea. Now we need a fucking goal. Do you know what, yeah? Did everyone see the video? Did anyone see the video I put up on my story where you could see the atmosphere at Wembley the other day? Because on that TNT thing, yeah, everyone's going, oh, yeah, the Chelsea and no atmosphere, whatever. And it's like, mate, literally, these are the little things. They'll go completely viral, do millions of views, and people don't actually understand these tiny little things which make all the difference, yeah? Luke, the City fan, he was already going to the game. He already had his tickets to the final. I wasn't going. I went to the semi-final with my old man. Pedro Neto on the attack here. Cuts in from the side. Drills it low, but fuck's sake, someone gets in the way. I wasn't going to the final. And then when I was on holiday in Spain, I was going to stay out there for 2 weeks. But TNT wanted me to go back and do the final. So I went back on the flight that I originally had booked because I was going to come back. But then I decided when I'm there, no, I'm going to stay out there for 2 weeks. Then when I'm out there, I get the message from TNT to do the final, so I didn't even have seats. So I was like, oh right, can I have me and my mate and whatever? And we were basically sat in the dugout. So we were sat. There was a few Chelsea fans, but it was like they were expensive seats. You know what I mean? So You see the woman in front of me. She looked like Gail Platt. Do you know what I mean? And there was a steward, yeah, and we were joking. Me and the fella behind me were joking that he looked like Nurmagomedov, yeah, the steward, like but a big version. He was going mad at anyone for standing up, stuff like that, and whatever. And then you got to remember, I'm there in a work capacity. I'm working. I'm being paid. You know what I mean? I've got to do my job. They probably had to cut out a fucking shitload because swearing was probably off the chart. I don't know if they'll end up telling you this, but we wore heart rate monitor things, and these heart rate monitors, and he was telling me after the game, he was like, when we nearly scored, your heart rate didn't go that high, but or when you nearly scored, because he was a Spurs fan, the fella, but he said, when you nearly scored, your heart rate didn't go that high, but he was like, whenever there was a refereeing decision against you, your heart rate fucking spiked well high. Yeah, we know, Arsenal won the league. By playing shit. By playing rubbish. I'm a Chelsea fan, but congrats to my dad's team. Nope, not having it. Fuck Arsenal. I'm miserable about it. I like your dad, mate. Sorry, I don't mean to offend him. But seriously, fuck him. We're never going to hear the end of this. Spurs with the corner in. Header on it. Robert Sanchez. Good save. This is why I always say Sanchez is the fucking boy. And this is why when people say about, transfers, I'm not saying it's a spot I wouldn't address. I'm not saying I wouldn't have a good look at Penders, and I'm not saying if a good market opportunity come up, I wouldn't be definitely looking at it. But what I am saying is that's not the first position to address. Goalkeeper, definitely not. Definitely not. Pedro Neto with the ball down the wing here. This game's been a bit shit, to be honest. Then again, that's Chelsea this season. As long as we win, it's all good. But we need to improve on the lead, man. And fucking Cole Palmer is just mate, he's off it at the minute. Here you go, he gets through there. But he's just off it, man. He gets a cheer there because he's put the ball out for a throw-in, but he gets the ball with his back to goal, yeah, but this was the sort of position where he wants the ball. He wants to receive the ball like that. Otherwise, he would put runs forward. Dak with another super chat. Thank you very much, bro. You didn't have to super chat, mate. I would have just read it if you had put it in, but thank you. I appreciate that. I'm from Texas. What winger is available who is better than our beautiful white Chad Mudryk? Winger that is available, well, obviously Quenda coming back straight away and Esteval, both huge improvements. And straight away you'd look there and say that either of those two would be better than Mudryk. So I don't think that necessarily going out and looking at the wing would be the first thing I would do. I think that to be honest, if we could sign a top-class centre-back, I'd like a top-class centre-back. Because I think that someone needs to give it that stability. And then I also think that depending on the outgoing business, that determines the other positions. Because what you got to remember is a big-name player is going to leave this summer, I think. Sorry, ball about to get whipped in here from Enzo Fernandez. Dangerous position. Oh! Changpong could have got onto that diving header, but love the vids, bro. Fuck Arsenal. Thank you, Mitchell Fletcher, mate. Bro, honestly, I respect you, but Sanchez, he's never a main goalkeeper. All he was shit and not consistent enough, and today all saves were weak. Nah, disagree with you. But each to their own. Sanchez has been absolutely awful at times. You can dig up receipts from me saying that he's been awful. But I believe over the last 12 months, he's made no more mistakes than your average Premier League goalkeeper. So I think at the moment, with being a semi-realist and understanding that the position that Chelsea are in isn't the best, then I'd say that an average goalkeeper's not the worst thing. I'd rather get rid of a few fucking shit players we have that are even getting into the starting 11. But don't get me wrong, I would like a upgrade if there was one available. As for Mike Mannion, don't know whether he'd be the player, to be honest. Can you let us keep Kellerman for another season? Cardiff fan here. How's he been, mate? How has Amari Kellerman been at Cardiff? Because I haven't really kept an eye on him at all. Oh, 11,000, nearly 12,000 likes. Thank you very much, people. Appreciate that. Tell tries to play the ball through, but Fofana taking his time a bit, ends up getting fouled. What's the chances we beg Leeds to throw their last game and all support Everton this weekend? It would be great, wouldn't it? It would be fucking mad, wouldn't it? If Everton lost to West Ham. Everton, sorry. A Dougie yellow card. Dak. Super chat again. Thank you very much, bro. You've been wrong about all the players. You said Enzo sucks, but all the African kids were good. The opposite is true. When? Quote it. Find the receipt. When have I... Find me saying... Find a clip, yeah, where I go... Enzo sucks, but all the African kids are good. Who are all the African kids? What are you going on about, bro? For fuck's sake. I told you, he started off normal. I warned you, this guy put some fruity ones in. But, what do you mean? What do you, like, who then? Who are you suggesting? Who are you even suggesting? And in terms of saying Enzo sucks, mate, like, fucking hell. I think that in life, you change your mind and change your relationships fucking day by day, week by week, month by month. Find me receipts from the last fucking 6, 8, 10 months of me saying, yeah, Enzo Fernandez is shit. Because you can't. This is historical stuff. So, yeah, like, yeah, historically, yeah. I've said the same about Kukurea. And I've never said that Enzo is shit, by the way. You can't even find me that. I'd love someone to try. I'd absolutely love someone to try. I never said he's shit. But I've said he's not lived up to the price tag at times and whatever. But I've also said at times I've been wrong. Ball put across there. Cleared by Chelsea. But Dak, mate, you're off your nut. Honestly, Geez, you are. Oh, it's in back stick. Richarlison, 65 minutes. This is fucking do or die now for Spurs, isn't it? Because they know now all they need is a draw and it doesn't go to the final day. They get to celebrate on the pitch at Stamford Bridge. And it's pathetic, isn't it? Because Spurs is like celebration moment at the on the pitch at Stamford Bridge 10 years ago, 9 years ago, could have been them winning the league. And now, or staying in the league title race at least. And now, that moment would be them avoiding relegation and not taking it to the final day of the season. But this, the last half hour now, is the point that they've got to do it. Do I think Enzo's leaving? I did think, I had my mind set and I was sure and I thought he's definitely leaving, yeah. But now, I'm a little bit like, is he leaving? I don't know. Xabi Alonso coming in. Surely that's going to have an impact. Surely he used to watch Xabi Alonso on his way growing up and thinking, wow, that's a player that I admire. How can you not when he's done what he's done for Liverpool? You know what I mean? Played such a vital role for so long for them. Major competitions, Champions League winner. When he's then gone to Real Madrid, played Bayern Munich as well. Like, Xabi Alonso was the man. Played under managers as well. Pep Guardiola, Rafa Benitez. So I think that Enzo Fernandez, especially when he started off as a bit more of a deep lying sort of player, would have definitely studied a player like Xabi Alonso. Right, Cole Palmer in space now. 4-on-3, 4-on-4 now. Neto puts it into the box, over the lap. Yes! Come on! Lovely. Lovely stuff. Chelsea make sure that Tottenham have to go into the final game of the season absolutely cacking it, knowing that the biggest event to take place at their stadium, without any shadow of a doubt, next year will 100% be a non-Tottenham event. It will be a Beyonce concert. It will be something like that, because they will be playing Champions League football if they go down. They will be shitting themselves. Oh. Neto. Pass back from Enzo Fernandez, who's been absolutely class tonight. And Andre Santos with the left side-footed finish. And there was someone in the chat earlier on, yeah? There was someone in the chat, I don't know if you're still here, saying Andre Santos wasn't getting someone now saying they were saying Andre Santos was miles clear of Lavia. But yeah, there was someone in the chat earlier on saying Andre Santos isn't getting the praise that he deserves. And I was saying, like, I think he is. But then again, I'm just looking at the Chelsea fans and the things that I read online, that because of my, what do they call it? The way that your timeline is, the way that works out, because of that, I'm getting Chelsea news and stuff like that. So I've always thought, the fans rate him, but I know what you mean. The mainstream media pundits don't talk about Andre Santos. They don't talk about him as having a good season or being a decent breakthrough when he's playing at only the age he is, and he's been good support for Caicedo and stuff like that. And that's a good goal from him there. Triple substitution. Maddison's on for Spurs. Don't think I can't even read that, bro. Yeah. Anaselreuni 7959. Yeah, big up. It was you. You said it. You said it. So at the minute, West Ham going down on 36 points. Spurs staying up on 38 points. But the final game, hold on, Chelsea on the counter-attack here. And Pedro Neto's away. He will run at the defender. He's got the pace to do it. He gets past him. Cuts it back. Keeper, fuck's sake. Keeper gets to it and pushes it away. And when you look at Everton, not really got much to play for. They've had a good season, haven't they? Have Everton got anything to play for, to be fair? Can they get anything? Is there any way that they can get anything? I don't think they can. 49 points, no, because even if they got up to 52, they wouldn't be able to get anything. So Everton have got nothing to play for. Leeds have got nothing to play for. It's basically level pegging, isn't it? But it's not. It's not level pegging because... Oh, Gallagher nearly got a goal against his former side there. It's not level pegging because I believe that Everton are the better side. And I believe that the table probably doesn't reflect how far Everton have improved this season compared to last season. Like, Everton were dire last season, and the last few seasons they've been dire. They've got some wins over Chelsea, fair play, I'll give it to them, but they'll admit, their fans will admit they haven't been good. And I think that Everton might beat Spurs on the final day. However, I can't guarantee a West Ham win against Leeds. I just can't do it. Can't guarantee it. Do you know what I mean? And I almost kind of feel like there might be a situation when it would be a Spursy thing almost for them to stay up by losing. Do you know what I mean by that? Like an irony to it. The thing that kind of repays them for all the Spursiness over the years would be they lose this. They lose on the final day. But West Ham lose to Leeds and they stay up. Could anyone see that happening? Is the Joracle in play here, or can anyone... Nah, don't worry. Don't worry about it, lads. Everton away betting Spurs and play on counters, and they're winning, trust me. Yep. Listen to me, Everton are beating Spurs and West Ham are winning. Are you pissed? No, I'm not pissed. I haven't had a drink. Oh, cut back. Oh! Richarlison. Is it offside? No, it's not. It's 2-1 Spurs. It was cut back, little cheeky back heel, and then Richarlison gets on the end of it. 2-1 Chelsea. Spurs pull one back there. Fuck's sake. Now it's a tense end to the game because 73 minutes on the clock. And he's been left at the back post. Who leaves him here? Fuck's sake. Back heel. Richarlison's in at the back stick. No one's near him, to be fair. Fofana's nowhere near him. 2-1. Let's see if Spurs have got any real bottle now. A Changpong coming off, who I think may have been the man that left him, to be fair. 15,000 likes. Thank you very much, people on TikTok. Let's see if we can get it up to 20,000 for the end of the game. 74th minute now. Let's see if we can do it. And I'll keep making sure I'm answering all the questions on here because there's a lot more coming through on here anyway than YouTube, even though there's more people on there. I think, mate, the fella that's saying I'm pissed is probably because of my voice. It's probably because my throat's gone. If Tottenham draw and West Ham relegated, if Tottenham draw, West Ham are relegated. If Tottenham get a point, West Ham are relegated. And Chelsea just have nothing to respond with in terms of a number 9. Like, Delap isn't even good for hold-up play, is he? Ideal striker signing, Voltmarder. I want Nick Voltmarder from Newcastle. I know some people will think, oh, no, he's not that good. Look at where Newcastle have been this season. If he was good, they'd be higher up the league. Trust me, he was good and they were doing all right. And Eddie Howe fucking prioritised Anthony Gordon over him, basically. He stuck him on penalties. Nick Voltmarder's a class player. I've watched him a lot and I'd really like him at Chelsea. And I think that where it's clear that he's not being utilised and he's already moved over here and the capital is a lot more desirable. Not for me, actually, by the way. I'd rather go and live in Newcastle than live in London. But for these players, the capital is a lot more desirable and whatever. We could pay good wages, stuff like that. I think he'd come to us. And I know that Brian, True Geordie, he also says similar to me, that he wouldn't rule out the possibility of it happening. He could see it happening. Fuck's sake, Chelsea. Get yourself in positions where you can attack and then you just let all their players get back. Isn't Lewandowski a free agent? Xabi even played with him at Bayern. That'd be a bit epic, wouldn't it? Imagine Lewandowski coming in. How many goals do you reckon he'd get? Seriously. How old is he? How old is Lewandowski? Chat, can you tell me quickly, how old is Lewandowski? You tell me how old he is. I tell you how many goals he gets if he stays fit for a 38-game season in the Premier League. Cucurella's been horrid this season defensively, let's be honest. I think it's been tough on him. I wouldn't say he's been horrid. I think he's had a tougher season, but I think that Cucurella's fucking done wonders for us. 37, 35. Nah, he's not 35. 38, maybe 39. Nah, I think you're all wrong. 36, 38, 37. Everyone's saying different ages. What is the confirmed age? 37. Alright, if he's 37, then he definitely gets us, what do you reckon, Lewandowski up front? I reckon he definitely gets us at least 14 Premier League goals. He's 37. Yeah, just checked. He's 37. Right. I reckon at 37 he'd get us 14 to 15 Premier League goals, or is that crazy to say? I don't know. How many Premier League goals would Lewandowski get for Chelsea right now at 37? No. 38-game Premier League season. If he started every game of a 38-game Premier League season, not all comps. Who do I want as new number 9? I just said Nick Waltmada. Nick Waltmada. Get him out of Newcastle and get him down to Chelsea. I'll swap houses with him. He'd love my flat. Fofana has to be sold in the summer. I would agree, because I think that we could still sort of get decent money from him at the age he's at. I know we'd never recoup the amount that we spent on him, but that was under Bowley when he was splashing the cash. He was sort of fucking coming in and trying to really make a bit of noise, wasn't he? So at first, he was going out there and signing a lot of players for fees that probably didn't need to pay, and wages that he didn't need to pay. Fofana was one of them. So I would see it as an opportunity to offload the wages as well as just get rid of a player that, I don't know. A lot of people are saying 18 goals. Well, not a lot of people. One person saying 18 goals, 13 goals, 15 goals. Yeah. Chelsea can break here. Liam Delap, but it's 2-on-2. Liam Delap, he needs to release it quick. He's not going to. He's taking too long, the fucking idiot. Enzo Fernandez now has it, but Liam Delap's waiting until there's fucking bare players around him. We have won a free kick in a decent position. Don't want Osman. Voltmar be sick. Victor Osman. Yeah. Who would people rather, Osman or Voltmar? Put it in the chat. Spam it in there. Vosman, Osman or Nick Voltmar. Right. Andre Santos and Cole Palmer stood over the free... Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer stood over the free kick here. Right on the edge of the box. As Mamadou Sarr is about to get subbed on. Do I see another goal coming? Nah, not from this free kick, I'm afraid. Because I think that Cole Palmer's going to take it and I think he's going to hit the wall. But I hope I'm wrong. Been wrong before. 17,000. I reckon we get to 20,000 likes. We got like 10, 12 minutes or something. It's 81st minute. Come on, people. I ain't done a live stream in ages. This could be the last live stream. Well, this is going to be the last live stream of the season. We've got no more games, have we? After this, only one more. This would be the last live stream. And who knows? Who knows what direction the channel may go in. This could be the last live stream. Tired, man. I've been working since 5:45. Cole Palmer over the free kick, steps up to take it, hits the wall like I predicted, for fuck's sake. VAR won their first league. Yeah, Arsenal were good. Arsenal were class. $18,000 likes. Let's keep this going up. Let's try and hit 20,000 likes on this. I've been live for a minute now. 20,000 likes on this would be good. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone doing it. Thank you very much. You think Tyler said he thinks Enzo should have took the free kick? Yeah, I would have rather had Enzo take it. Wish we had Reece James on the pitch, really, because that's who I'd have had take it. Sometimes I like to just see a random player step up to take a free kick. Like, if Cucurella said, I want this one. Do you know what I mean? If Cucurella said, oi lads, this one's a bit of me, can I have it? I'd go, yeah, fuck it, go on. Am I going to do any lives for the World Cup games, Joey? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, really. We did have something in place on the kickoff, but I'm not sure that that's happening. So look, I'm just going to wait and see what comes up for the World Cup. But I'll try and do some lives off this. To be honest, I'll probably just go out with my mates and watch it and that, to be fair. The football stuff, the football side of things is like a thing I'm obviously passionate about. But in terms of my things that are paying me, football ain't a big earner at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's other things that I'm doing. So I'll focus more on that, and it means that I can enjoy football a little bit more. Spurs are off. Oh, Spurs nearly making it too. To James Maddison, and it's the boy Hatto who's been in fucking unbelievable form, to be fair, over the last couple of games. Really proved himself, and it's not that he was in bad form or anything, but it's not like he hit the ground running, anything like that. But I think over the last, I say few games, I mean few weeks really, he's been in good form, Hatto, and he makes a crucial block there, because that there could have saved Spurs from relegation, and Spurs are still at a point here where they could get saved from relegation. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Who's my dark horse for the World Cup? I have to think about that. Spurs are about to whip in a corner. I need to concentrate. Oh, what's happened? I'm just looking at the odds now in terms of who would be a dark horse. Spain favourites, France second favourites. I think France would be favourites for it. England third, Brazil, Argentina, Portugal, Germany, Netherlands. Out of them sides, at 11-1, I'd maybe predict Portugal. Or Germany, 12-1. Germany's a good price, isn't it? Right, so someone's been booked, but the offence occurred before the ball was kicked, so that means it's not a penalty and they just have to retake the corner. Spurs fans would be fuming about that. They'd be thinking, for fuck's sake, we should have got a penalty. They're praying with the referee, the Spurs players there, because I think what's happened is something's happened in the box there, and a Chelsea player's been booked. But what they're saying is what happened is he got into this incident that he was booked into it booked for before the ball has gone into the box, so before the ball is technically in play. But the Spurs players are saying, well, why ain't we got a fucking corner then? Penalty then. Got in, Robert Sanchez. Oh, he nearly spilt it, but he takes the touch and then takes it down. Straight down on it. Can't be too careful. He's got the headgear on, Sanchez. He cannot be too careful. 20k, yes. Is that Dom? Dom, yes, bro. Legend. Yes, bro. Appreciate it. Oi, Dom, I'm fucking absolutely loving the day in the lives. They're sick, man. I watch all of them. Watch every single one of them. I thought earlier on because I've gone on my phone and one was on there and it was like you walking along and then I accidentally refreshed the scroll and I even went and then typed in Dom to go back and watch it. So that's how much I can promise you that I do watch every single one of them. Chelsea with absolutely fuck all to bring off the benches, so we're stuck with Liam Delap up front. Alright, do you know what's joke, yeah? The best thing about this thing where Spurs are now complaining about a situation where they feel potentially they should have had a penalty because Marc Cucurella has received a yellow card for pulling down Van de Ven is what about under Tuchel when you look at who did they even have at the time? Did they have Sarri? Conte. Under Tuchel, Cucurella was assaulted. He had his hair pulled. Garnacho coming on now, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Dom, keep it up, man, because they're going to take off 100%. I know you said you're doing it for 30 days. Try do it for 60 days or something, but they'll take off 100%. And you can tell loads of editing goes into them because when I'm clipping up and making shorts and stuff like that, I'm fast. Even if I'm doing it with overlay and sound and stuff like that. But I'm not filming none of my stuff. I'm just grabbing shit from YouTube, shit like that, ripping it and flipping it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you film your stuff, your shots and your rotations and stuff. So I can see how much hard work goes into it. Garnacho on now. Listen, at least he can be fucking a bit aggressive and forward. Stamford Bridge even emptying out a bit now. And Roberto De Zerbi has not so far had the desired effect. What's he got on 4 points? Has he got on 4 points? Gallagher for Spurs pushing forward, 89th minute. It's getting towards last chance saloon for them, but at the same time it makes me feel like as they chuck players up, if Chelsea can be a little bit more explosive with the counter-attacks, Garnacho on maybe. Hatto getting up a little bit. No, Hatto's come off, hasn't he? Seven minutes of fucking stoppage time. Dom, yeah, we do a collab, yeah, 100%. Yeah, because you could teach me loads of shit, man. Loads of shit. Maybe one day come to the studio when I go there, and there's a nice pub across the road. It's in Barnes, though, so it's a little bit long, but it's Barnes Bridge. It's just past Roehampton. But there's a nice little pub across the road. But yeah, I started doing them day in the life type things and whatever. And then the other channel, the Joey's Corner channel, took off in a way that it was just like, mate, it doesn't make sense to keep on doing them. But I love the style of content. Do you know what I mean? Like, people would think that I sit there. I watch a lot of boxing content on my feed and stuff, but people would sit and think I'm sitting there watching football and true crime, whatever. I'm not. I watch a lot of that sort of stuff. Boxing, loads of shit. 91 minutes in, 6 minutes to hold on here. Because I can't have Spurs celebrating on the pitch at Stamford Bridge because they've survived relegation. It'd be tragic. Cundy would be absolutely fucking ripping O'Hara for that, wouldn't he? Risky from the back. Oh, Shin Mayuka, what are you doing, mate? Giving the ball away. You tried something tricky. Carl says Palmer out, overrated. It's a conversation, isn't it? Not Palmer out, obviously, but it's a conversation in terms of like, say for, I'm not saying I know fucking that this is going to happen, but I'm predicting this summer, I do think the Xabi Alonso thing changes things and the probability of this goes down a little bit, but I still think there's a strong possibility that one of Cucurella, Enzo or Cole Palmer leaves this summer for big money, for decent money. Whoever it goes, I think they get a really good price for. So I'm like, if we got a really good price for Cole Palmer, then who knows if it was a ridiculous price. Obviously, because of the age, you might say Cucurella, especially if the Lewis Hall rumours were true. But I love Cucurella. Cucurella's the man. Big up the hardcore. Thank you. Thank you. Romeo pulled Cucurella's hair. Oh, Romero, sorry. Got Romeo on my mind. Right, James Maddison with a free kick, 93rd minute, edge of the box. 3-man wall. Over. Mate, imagine this, man. We could have relegated Spurs. How good would have that felt? You can't tell me that wouldn't have felt good to relegate Spurs. I know West Ham fucked it for us. I'm not saying it's our fault, but I'm just saying. I really did think tonight, like, there was a certain point, do you know what I mean? There was a certain point, what was it? 3 weeks ago. So what, like about 4 or 5 games ago? 3 weeks ago, yeah. There was a point when I thought, mate, it's gonna happen. Like, regardless of our form, not because we were playing well, just because of when the fixture landed and the fact that I knew that no matter what Chelsea's form was like, when that fixture lands, Chelsea will win it. So I just thought we'd relegate him at Stamford Bridge. And I really had that hope for a long time. Ball into the box. Spurs completely flooding the Chelsea box here. We need to get it out. Back over again. Man at the back post. Headed out. Palmer's the new Dele Alli. Could he be? It's an mate. It's not a wild take, is it? It's an interesting conversation to have, obviously. Sorry, man. I'm bare tired. 23,000. It would be 24,000 in a sec. Fucking hell. Thank you, people. Really appreciate it. There's loads of you absolutely smashing it. So, thank you. I really, really do appreciate it. Can you imagine what it's going to be like on Sunday? Oh, yeah. I think Palmer needs groin surgery, yeah. Groin, hip, whatever it is. It looks like he does need some sort of surgery. And I think if that's the case, get it done. But what he's doing is he's been holding on for the World Cup. obviously, because of the way that it's gone with injuries, you'd never not have Palmer in your team. But if, for example, Esteban had been sitting on the bench just because Palmer needs to play, and that's because he's hanging on for the World Cup, then that would have been selfish of him. He should have had the surgery. Just under a minute now of the 7 that were given. They'll probably play 30 seconds more, but I reckon about a minute to go now until we confirm that on the final day of the season, Spurs will 100% be going into that game knowing that there is every possibility that they could be relegated at home in front of their fans in their new stadium. Van der Ven's driving forward with the ball. Picks out Maddison on the turn. Gets past Caicedo, to be fair. Ball into the box. Robert Sanchez holds on to it. "97 minutes on the clock." Chelsea win the game. Spurs go into the final day of the season on Sunday knowing that they need to win or draw and hope that West Ham lose. Just having a little look now because Maddison's having a massive go at the referee. But Conor Gallagher's not. Successful night for Chelsea, to be fair. Where does that bring us up to in the table? People, I'm going to sign off here from this because I want to see the kids before they're asleep. But Chelsea up to 8th in the table. That takes us in, at the moment, to a Conference League spot. And I do not fucking want Conference League at all. Dom, nice one, bro. I do not want Conference League at all in the slightest. However, there's this chance, isn't there, that if Aston Villa win the Europa, then another Champions League spot goes down. So surely every spot then goes down and Chelsea could get Europa. Currently, we're in Conference League. But we're on 52 points right now, right? So Brighton on the final day of the season have got to play Man United at Brighton. And I'm going to predict that Brighton get 3 points in that game, which would take them to 56. Bournemouth play Nottingham Forest away. And I think Bournemouth are going to lose. And I think Chelsea are going to beat Sunderland away for some reason and end up on, 55? Which would take us, into Europa League spots. So that means I'm predicting Chelsea to finish in the Europa League spots. Yeah. Right, people. It's been a good one. It's been a very, very good one. Thank you all very much, everyone that's been in it.